Billy here. I'm at work, taking a Billy break. So this is going to be short. I guess it's going to be just a Billy bite or a Billy bit. I've already had my Billy burger. I didn't have a burger. I had a tuna sandwich. And I got this thing starting to dry out, so I got to get rid of it. Woe is me. I had an interesting Facebook thing happen. They're moving and shaking. It's weird. Of course, it always has been. More weird for some people than others, I guess. It's a thing came up and said it had it covered. It said,
our fact checkers have found this video to be disinformation.
no, false information. Really? Wow. So I pushed the uncover video button. Are we technically agreeing when we push the uncover video anyway button that it's false? I don't know. I don't care. You know, they can lay out any kind of scenario they want. But I pushed the uncover video. Or no, what a video? Uncover picture or post or whatever. It said uncovered. It was just a picture. It wasn't a video. It wasn't a link. It was just kind of a like an advertisement for BitChute. It said BitChute where they don't censor. I'll see if I can put a link on here for it. Not Facebook, but or I'll take a screenshot of it. Maybe I'll put it on the thumbnail for this. But it just said to come to BitChute where they don't censor, and it was on Facebook, not YouTube, Facebook. And Facebook had it covered and said,
our fact checkers have found this is false information.
And I uncovered it and looked at it. Okay. Maybe they're fishing for some kind of data. I don't know. Maybe it's specifically for me or people in my category. Anyway, of course I push share, and then another sign comes up and says, are you sure you want to share this? Our fact checkers have found this is false information. Yeah, you already said that. Of course I push share, and I heard a weird noise like bloop. Not the normal share noise. It happened immediately when I pushed share anyway. And then I opened my profile to see if it went in, and a new sign was up again saying this account has been restricted. Nobody can see this but you. I mean, look at all that. Add that up. It's like you have an enterprise run by mean little girls. It's like that. Is it all robotic? Is it all they're training the AI to do this kind of stuff? Or are people doing it? I hope people aren't doing it, because my God. What kind of an ass-clown would come up with stuff like that? Oh, I forgot. The most important thing, it was COVID. It kept referring, see, our false information, and then it had the COVID things on it. See, the CDC, you know, to get the real dope on this, going to BitChute? Really? Strange. What are they doing? Is it AI? If it is, you don't have anything to worry about. It's AI is freaking stupid, and it doesn't have any more self-awareness than most techies. Self-awareness. That demonstrates a complete lack of self-awareness. Could be data gathering, could be an experiment, or it could be just a cluster screw where nobody knows what they're doing. It's half automated and they're completely unaware of stuff. Or the people are doing it and they're half unaware of everything because they're techies in California or somewhere. Well, the Davos crowd, I guess the WEF, the World Economic Forum, of managers, corporate bigwigs, and owners, and Klaus Schwab represents an awful lot of them. For some reason, are the UN's going along with this? That they've announced that they're going to spend a bunch of money fighting misinformation spreaders. Yeah. So what do you do? They don't have much self-awareness either, do they? They've never heard of spite. Maybe that's what they're trying to get out of people. When they put up a sign and say, "This is disinformation. Do you want to uncover it?" Of course, you uncover it, and then you try to share it, and it's, "I said this is disinformation. You sure you want to share it?" What are they doing? What's the purpose of that? What effect is that supposed to have? Is it evidence they're gathering against you? Are they telling us more about them than they intend to, if you really look at it and examine it? Could be. Anyway, enough of all that. They're not even functional anymore as a social network, as a platform, just like Google's not functional for a search engine. Everything's becoming more and more unfunctional. Maybe it's just the same reason that more and more of our goods and services are becoming dysfunctional. Stuff hardly works anymore because they've got the Internet of Things now. They can tie it all together, and they can also tie it into all these different systems that have nothing to do with the function of the device that you have. I went to a free dinner the day before, day before yesterday. There was some salesman here for I guess it would be an instrument company. I guess they still call them instruments, machine controls. And now they got little tiny radar control things, tiny little things. Generates its own little radar field and reads the distance of things. And it's battery powered, and it's got a magnet on it. You can just stick it anywhere and it'll read how far things are. Like if you got anything that you can't normally read, like a pot full of molten aluminum that has to be filled for your die-cast machine, you can put this thing 2 or 3 meters above it and it'll read. And you can set the parameters so when a pot gets certain lows at a certain depth, it sends an indicator, it turns on a light, or notify somebody in the office. Anything. You can program it for anything. And it generates its own little focused radar field. Not laser, not sonar, radar. I didn't know about this technology. It was new to me. The things you could do with stuff like that. I mean, the implications are mind-blowing. The stuff they've got now. Tiny little stuff that's independent. The batteries last for years. And it's connected to the 5G. It's they were spouting off all the specs on it and everything. It had something to do with the Amazon network too. That's nice. You can make your factory dependent upon Amazon network stuff. So that way, if you don't comply with whatever Amazon thinks up, they could shut certain functions of your factory off. Who wants that? Would they do it? Oh yes, they would.
You violated our community standards.
All these different interests. It's like everything goes into the kettle. Everything everybody thinks of. And it's all almost anti-human. It's all definitely anti-tradition. Standardization, atomization, centralization of power and money, atomization of everything else, absolute control. They even want to alter your DNA. And they're fine with that. And if you don't like it, well, you're out of whack, right? And everything that they think of goes into the mix, and they're trying to make everything you own dependent upon some system or some network where the people in control of it or the programs in control of it are all on that page. No thanks. Got to build alternative networks for everything. You do have rights. They haven't got the right to do that. Lots of people on the net telling you how to do it politically. Yeah, there's a way. But you got to have some, you got to have some mass behind it. You have to have, at least a few people, or you're just atoms. You got to network, you got to organize. Because even then, they're just going to violate their own laws. They're just going to make some excuse and go in and do it anyway. But that's no reason to be, taking a black pill on this thing and doing nothing. You got to fight them. It's your responsibility. It's your duty to fight them. And they're like bullies. You really can't give them a black eye and then see them run and cry and back off and stop everything. They'll never quit, but if you make it cost them something, yeah, you'd be surprised how good the results are. Especially in their enforcement mechanism. They just hired all these IRS guys to go after us. There's some video with the training of these people and training them how to handle the weapons and stuff. Oh God. What kind of people would volunteer for a job like that? I would. I'd go to the training seminar anyway just to expose it and do a journalist hit on it. I'm sure there's some people that have done that. They answered the call. Yeah, I have to just do a little digging, see if somebody's got some insights on that. That'd be pretty interesting. Anyway, that's enough for this. About time to get back to work. Uncle Billy signing out.